Hey everybody, it's iWantToBeRetro. Today we're going to take a look at installing BookStack, a documentation and wiki platform, on Windows. To get started, open a web browser and download the latest release of XAMPP for Windows. Then download the latest release of BookStack from GitHub. Next, we'll download the Microsoft Visual C++ installer, and finally, the Composer Package Manager installer. With all the downloads completed, navigate to your Downloads directory and launch the Visual C++ installer. Check the box to agree to the license terms, then click Install. Once the installation completes, click Close. Right-click the downloaded XAMPP zip archive and extract it here. Then right-click the downloaded BookStack release and extract it here. Rename the extracted folder to just BookStack. Cut the BookStack directory to your clipboard, then navigate into the XAMPP folder and paste it here. Navigate back to your Downloads directory and cut the entire XAMPP folder, then navigate to C Program Files and paste it here. Navigate inside the XAMPP folder, then double-click the setup xampp.bat file to execute it. Next, navigate into the PHP subdirectory and edit php.ini in a text editor. Search for the phrase extension equals. Then uncomment the ldap and gd extensions by removing the semicolon at the start of the line. Save your changes and close out of the editor. Back in File Explorer, navigate back to the XAMPP directory, then into the Apache conf subdirectory. Edit the httpd.conf file in a text editor. Copy the BookStack site configuration from the video description, then paste it at the bottom of the httpd.conf file. Save your changes and close out of the editor. Navigate back to your Downloads directory and double-click the Composer installer to launch it. When prompted, select Install for all users. Click Next in the installer, then browse to and select the php.exe file in the XAMPP PHP directory. Check the box to add PHP to the path, then click Next. Click through the remainder of the installer accepting all the defaults, then click Finish. Back in the XAMPP folder, launch xamppcontrol.exe. Click the Start buttons across from Apache and MySQL to start those processes. Back in File Explorer, navigate into the MySQL bin directory. While holding Shift, right-click in the whitespace and select Open PowerShell window here. Next, we'll connect to the MySQL database using the MySQL command line utility. Using SQL commands, we'll create a BookStack database, as well as a service account with full permissions to the database. We'll flush MySQL privileges, then disconnect from the MySQL database. Back in File Explorer, navigate to the XAMPP BookStack directory. While holding Shift, right-click in the whitespace and select Open PowerShell window here. We'll start by creating a copy of the sample.m file, then we'll edit it in Notepad. Using the video description as a guide, update the .m file to set up the application, the database configuration, and the SMTP email settings. Once completed, save the changes and close the editor. With the application configuration completed, navigate back to the Open PowerShell window. Now using the Composer Package Manager, we'll install the prerequisite packages for BookStack. We'll generate an application key, and then create the BookStack database objects. Open a web browser and navigate to the DNS or IP address of the host /bookstack. Log in with the email address admin@admin.com and the password. Click the user dropdown at the top right of the screen, then select My Account. Update the username and email address as needed, then click Save. Click the Access and Security option in the left navigation menu, then enter and confirm a new password and click Update. Click the user drop-down at the top right of the screen, then select Log Out. Log back in using the updated email address and password. Welcome to BookStack, running on your Windows device.